A new era at Apple as the company ushers in a hardware revolution and always had one more thing to reveal. Now it says its future is not in things, it's in services. It was a star-studded event in California where Apple revealed what it hopes will be a Netflix killer, or at least be able to join the party. It is called the Apple TV Plus. It's a streaming app that aims to move online content from being a la carte and give it an all-single home under the Apple roof. Apple will also be creating its own TV shows and movies. They've joined forces with Oprah, who said Apple will give her a platform like never before.
I've joined in order to serve this moment, because the Apple platform allows me to do what I do in a whole new way, to take everything I've learned about connecting to people to the next level. Because they're in a billion pockets, y'all, a billion pockets. The whole world's got them in their hands, and that represents a major opportunity to make a genuine impact.
Apple's trying to take the crowded market of individual subscriptions, create a streaming supermarket in over 100 countries. There are dozens of services that each require their own account, their own payment, their own app. Apple wants to bundle them together. With the notable exception of Netflix, it will provide one place to watch much of your content. It's doing the same with games in Apple Arcade and in journalism, with hundreds of magazines that will all be part of Apple News. Brian Stelter is at Apple Park in Cupertino. Brian, the Apple TV Plus, is it going to work? Is it going to will other broadcasters and content producers put their content there?
Well, as you said, it's a very crowded environment. But as Oprah said, Apple has a big advantage by having so many iPhones, iPads, and Apple TVs all around the world. Apple's really doing two things in one. They're launching this storefront where you can subscribe to HBO, you can subscribe to CBS, and all these other channels through the Apple devices in the Apple world. And then on top of all of that, they're launching all these new TV shows. You mentioned some of them that are going to be coming out. Full disclosure, I'm a consultant on one of the many shows Apple's working on. It's about morning TV. Until today, I had no idea when it was going to come out, Richard. The announcement from Apple is that these shows will start to premiere this fall. But they did not reveal a price tag. That's the big mystery. How much will this cost? How much will people be willing to pay? How many people will be willing to pay for another streaming service? That's the great unknown. But the big reveal here today at Steve Jobs Theater was all about the stars, the talent, Oprah and many others on stage pitching themselves as part of the new Apple TV world.
It is fascinating. What do you make of it, Brian? You're the expert. Yeah. I can certainly see, I can certainly see, besides its own original content, as an aggregator,
I think what we're seeing Apple start to do is come up with a bunch of different services that you pay for, $10 a month here, $10 a month there, that start to become part of a bundle. They announced an arcade service today. They announced a souped-up version of their news app today, so you can access to lots of magazines for $10 a month. This streaming service at some point with these shows from big stars will cost who knows how much a month. You start to put all those pieces together and you start to imagine an Apple life where you wake up with your news app and you go to sleep with your Oprah show. That's the vision. Whether they can deliver on that vision is another question entirely. There's a lot of folks here disappointed today because Apple did not reveal more. They didn't show lots of details from these TV shows. They didn't show a lot of the detailed plans for these new services. Today was more of a teaser, Richard. It was more of a glimpse into Apple's future. In 6 months, we might have a much better sense of what it looks like.
Brian Stelter, well, thank you. We will watch closely when you're back in New York and I'm back in New York. We will chew this one over in some details.